was flat last night and was able to pull out a win, but tonight they're going to have to pick it up if they want to beat Hawaii. And Hawaii tonight, they're going to have to pass. Hawaii's going to have to be a passing team and a defensive team so they can rally with UCLA. And they're going to have to lead a balanced offense. Well, UCLA is going to key on Yuval Koch. They've got to run a balanced offense if they want to keep him open.
In the first game tonight, it was Penn State defeating Loyola Marymount in 4 games. After losing the first game 15-6, Penn State then reeled off 3 in a row, 15-13, 15-8, 15-10, to take that first match. Al Skates is no stranger to volleyball and UCLA and Hawaii. He has played Hawaii many times before. We will show you the all-time record here, the Severn Series record between these two teams. UCLA leads 25-3. That is called dominance. And in the last meeting, that went 5, April 15th, UCLA winning that. We'll be back to meet the players right after this. The special event arena, tonight's match between Hawaii and UCLA for the championship of the Outrigger Hotels Intercollegiate Invitational. 4 nationally ranked teams, Loyola Marymount, Penn State, Hawaii, and UCLA. Penn State, the defending national champion. UCLA, ranked right now as the #1 team in the nation. UCLA has really dominated this sport. Since 1970, UCLA has been able to capture 14 national championships, and they were in the championship game last year against Penn State. Penn State pulling off a big upset to be the first team from the East to capture a national championship in men's volleyball. Men's volleyball is one of those sports that really is on the fringe as far as when you look at scholarships and you look at gender equity is concerned. You need more teams playing men's volleyball in order to have a national championship that really gets people going. I think it's starting to grow now. Team comparison. This is in last night's match. Hawaii shot a phenomenal kill percentage of 564. UCLA in their 3-game victory over Penn State hit 305. You see the digs and the blocks. Hawaii was unbelievable last night in blocks, 38 blocks. And when you look at Aaron Wilton, Wilton had a career game. Hawaii has, as you said, Dietra, they are very deep. They can go to many different lineups. And with the 2 Israelis in the lineup, Yuval Koch and Sivan Leone, that's another kind of look that Hawaii has used to take them to another level.
Hawaii will, at this time, have to go very deep because they have their work cut out for them tonight.
UCLA, of course, a team that really has that dominance over them, and Hawaii would like to win tonight and then make everybody believe that they really are a team in the ascendancy role. They really are a team to be reckoned with. Time to meet the players.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Special Events Arena Outrigger Hotels Men's Volleyball Invitational, featuring the Bruins of UCLA and your University of Hawaii Rainbows. And now, introducing the starters for UCLA. A 6'7" swing hitter from Pearl City, Hawaii, #2, Kevin Wong. 6'4" opposite from Escondido, California, #3, Matt Noonan. 6'4" setter from Honolulu, Hawaii, #5, Stein Metzger. 6'8" quick from Madison, Wisconsin, #9, Jeff Nygaard. 6'5" quick from Arcadia, California, #14, John Spira. And a 6'4" swing hitter and team captain from Ensenada, California, #15, Eric Sullivan. Assistant coaches for the UCLA Bruins, Brian Rofer and Mark Knudsen. And in his 33rd year as head coach of the UCLA Bruins, Al Skate. And now, introducing the starters for the University of Hawaii Rainbows. A 6-foot setter from Pacific Palisades, California, number 1, Eric Pichel. 6'5", opposite from Haifa, Israel, number 2, Yuval Kah. 6'1", swing hitter from Honolulu and Hilo, number 5, Aaron Wilton. 6'5", middle blocker from Kibbutz Hamapil, Israel, number 10, Sivan Leone. 6'4", middle blocker from Los Angeles, California, number 14, Jason Olive. And a 6'1", middle blocker, swing hitter, and team captain from Kailua, Oahu, number 12, Sean Scott. Assistant coaches for the UH Rainbows, Tino Reyes and Matt Johnson. And in his 3rd year as head coach of the UH Rainbows, Mike Wilton.
We'll be back with the first serve, UCLA and Hawaii, from the Special Events Arena right after this.
And now, Mary Kubota will perform Hawaii Ponowi, the Hawaii National Anthem.
Hawaii Pono'i, Nanai Komo'i, Kalani Ali'i, Ke Ali'i, Makualani e Kamehameha na Kauai Pale me Kaihe Makualani e Kamehameha na Kauai Pale me Kaihe.
Star Spangled Banners followed by Hawaii Ponowi. And we are ready to play volleyball now. Hawaii against UCLA. UCLA, we again reiterate, they are the number 1 team in the nation. Rainbows winning in straight sets last night over Loyola Marymount. UCLA winning in straight games over Pennsylvania State. When you look at UCLA, Kevin Wong is from Hawaii. He's from Pearl City, Hawaii. Stein Metzger, also from Honolulu, both out of Punahou. So Hawaii well represented between these two teams. Randy Shaw is the official. He's up on the pedestal, and Dan Hironaka will be on the floor tonight. Rainbows will serve first. Jason Olive. Wong gives it to Metzger. Spiro. Rainbows chasing. Will they be able to save? Cox gets it over. Metzger goes to Spiro again, and this one is long. Point for the Bows.
Jim, this is the way Hawaii is going to have to play tonight. They're going to have to dig a lot of balls, and play tough just the whole game.
Jump serve is wide, and UCLA gets the side out. So John Spiro, 6'5" senior from Arcadia, California, now serving for UCLA. Wilton gives it to Pichel, and Cox hits the ball out, and we are tied at 1. Hawaii has got to start right away, and Hawaii cannot make any mistakes. This is not a learning experience. Leone, the 6'5" freshman Israeli.
Hawaii's going to have to get him involved in this game tonight. We've got to give Cox an opportunity to have the freeness out there to swing as he needs to. Nygaard number 9. You will hear his name all night long. Jeff Nygaard, the senior from Madison, Wisconsin. He is considered the finest volleyball player, collegiate volleyball player in the country. We are tied at 1. Pichel. Boy, Leone with force. There's a nice set here by Eric Pichel. Leone goes up and crams this ball cross court.
Wilton serving. Tied at 1. Noonan, is that in? That is. Side out UCLA. Number 3, Matt Noonan, a sophomore. And here is Sullivan. Sullivan always wearing his game face. Serving for UCLA. Wilton to Pichel. Cox off of Spiro.
Already UCLA is having to key on Leone. Opened up Cox in the back row. Nice swing out of the back row from here and there.
So Leone jump serve for Hawaii. Spiro to Metzger. Back set for Noonan. Blocked nicely by Olive. But the ball goes out. And it is side out for UCLA. Olive was there along with Sean Scott. So Nygaard now will serve. Jump serve. Scott. They go cross court. Scott. That is in.
Eric Pichel jump sets outside, little off the net. Scott still able to take a good swing. Hits nice and deep in the corner.
Pichel with the jump serve. Sullivan to Metzger. Down the middle. Noonan. And that's in. Side out UCLA. Still tied at 1 in game 1. Rainbows have really spread it around. Leone and Cox. Cox is blocked by Metzger.
Metzger had his career blocks against Hawaii last year with 6 solo blocks.
Noonan serving for UCLA. 2-1 Bruin. Good save by Wong. Noonan off the back row, and let's say they want a ruling here. That's a point for UCLA.
Hawaii is arguing that that was a back row attacker, that he was over the 3-meter line. Referee says it wasn't.
3-1 UCLA in game 1. Pichel goes to Scott, blocked by Wong and Spiro. Another point for UCLA, and quickly the Bruins are up 4-1 in game 1. Noonan will serve for UCLA. Pichel, the setter, goes to Scott, off the block, off of Noonan. Metzger trying to save, he does. Noonan will get it across, advantage now, Hawaii. Pichel to Olive. And Sean Scott Now will serve for the Bows. 1-4 here in game 1. Sullivan to Metzger. Quick hit that time by Spiro. UCLA well prepared for this game. Side out UCLA. Kevin Wong from Pearl City out of Punahou. He will jump serve. And that's Wong. Wong at 6'7". Nygaard at 6'8". Jason Olive will serve for Hawaii. 1 still serving 4. Jump serve is in. That's an ace. Point for the Bows.
Nice jump serve here by Jason. Just catches the back line.
Another jump serve. Metzger short set again to Spiro. No block there for the Bows. Spiro with the free swing. And it is side out for UCLA. 4-2 here in game 1. Spiro serving for UCLA. Wilton to Pichel. There's Leone. Leone nailed that one right by Nygaard.
Again, here we see a 31 set by Leone. Just wide open one-on-one. He's able to kill this ball.
Kotz jump serve. Metzger to Noonan. Noonan gets it off of Scott in the back row. Side out UCLA.
UCLA
Metzger will serve.
doing what they do best, which is siding out. Hawaii is going to have to be patient and let them get their kills, but they're going to have to side out also.
Pichel will go to Wilton. Spiro to Metzger. Works it to Noonan. Over the block, and that's out. Side out Hawaii. So Aaron Wilton, who had a tremendous game last night, serving for Hawaii. And he spanks that one wide. Hawaii cannot afford mistakes like that.
Looks like Hawaii's a little jittery like they started out last night. They're going to have to go back to serving tough.
Sullivan serving for UCLA. This is Pichel. Leone, that's blocked and that'll be returned. Noonan off the block and out. That's a point for UCLA. And they lead it by 3, 5-2 here in the first game. Wilton bumps it to Pichel. Little touch by Kotz. Good save by Spiro. Noonan, long. Side out Hawaii.
That was a smart tip by Yuval Kotz on that hit, but it was a great defensive play by UCLA. Hawaii able to get the side out.
Leone jump serve. That's long. That floated on him. And that is side out for UCLA. So Nygaard will serve for the Bruins. They are up 5-2 here in game 1. The crowd certainly into it. One of the biggest home crowds, if not the biggest. Rainbows have played in front. Olive. And they won't be able to chase it down. Jason Olive.
Hawaii is really passing well. One of the keys that we talked about early in the game is they're going to have to pass, and they're doing that. That helps their ability to side out.
Pichel with the jump serve, but into the net.
3 in a row missed serves for Hawaii.
Noonan will now serve for UCLA. Interesting thing about Noonan, he's a transfer from USC. Kotz. Sullivan in the back row. The Metzger, the dink. Good save by Leone. Scott off the block. That'll be returned. Kotz bumps it to Pichel. Back to Kotz. Off the block. There's Nygaard. Good save by Metzger. Noonan gets it across. Advantage Rainbows. Leone to Pichel. Bad set. We saw some evidence of that in last night's game.
You seem to have a hard time on that 31 set on connecting. It has to be precise in order for it to work.
UCLA leads 6-2. Noonan serves it into the net.
Big break for Hawaii here. Hawaii needs to get their serves in. They've missed the last 3 in a row. If they want to score, they have to serve.
John Scott. Metzger to Noonan. That is long. That's a point for the Rainbows. So Hawaii now with a 3-point deficit here in game number 1. Sean Scott serves again. Metzger to Wong. Blocked by Kotz.
is a great set by Steinmetzger. Jason Olive commits. U-Ball Cats is all over that ball. Great block.
UCLA calls a timeout. They lead by 2. By honoring a player from each team in tonight's match, TTE Hawaiian Tel beyond the call. UCLA by 2. Spiro gets the side back in a hurry. That very short set from Metzger, and it has worked very well so far in this match. And we are in the first game. Kevin Wong will serve now for UCLA. Paschel will go to Cox. Wong, good save in the back row. Metzger bumps it to Noonan. He hits it long. Side out, Rainbow. So Jason Olive will serve. We'll see now whether Jason Olive will go to the jump serve, and he will. Long. Side out, UCLA. Big match, great crowd from the Special Events Arena. Wilson blocked by Metzger, and that will float out. That's side out for the Rainbow.
Hawaii really doing a good job of siding out in this game.
Cox with the jump serve. Sullivan to Metzger. Noonan with the touch. And Leone can't get to it. Side out UCLA. Excellent play by UCLA. Going to the finesse shot.
That was a great pass off a very tough serve from U-Ball Cats. Here we see the back set. Leone gets faked out in the middle, and they're not able to recover to get the tip.
So Metzger will serve. Metzger, as we mentioned, out of Punahou. Metzger, the setter for UCLA. Cox. Good one-handed save by Spiro. Metzger to Noonan, and Noonan gets it down in front of Scott.
Scott didn't look quite ready to dig that ball. The block was in the right place. That ball has got to be defended.
7-4 UCLA. Metzger will jump serve. Wilton to Paschel. Olive blocked off of Scott. That's a point for UCLA. Great block by UCLA.
UCLA made a good read off the set on that. Hawaii ran 2 quicks at them, but they stayed patient and saw that the set was going to Jason Olive.
8-4. Metzger again with his variation on the jump serve. Leone, that's off of Wong. Metzger with the save. Spiro off. That's off of Wong. From Cox. Cox to Paschel. Leone, Spiro. Metzger to Noonan. That's blocked by Paschel. And a center line violation on Noonan.
Kind of looked like the ref wasn't going to catch that there for a second. Noonan goes up to spike out here. It comes down just under the net on a Hawaii side of the court.
Side out for the Metzger down the middle. Spiro.
Leone is having a tough time getting a good read off the setter and is just out of place and not able to put up a block at this time.
8 serving 4. Sullivan just with a lollipop serve. Nygaard and Wong there. That went off the block.
Kevin Wong at 6'7" puts up a huge block on the outside here. Sean takes a great swing and the ball falls just out of bounds.
Leone serving for Hawaii. Back set for Noonan. That's off the tape, but it goes in. And that'll be side out for UCLA. UCLA getting a break.
Metzger doing a good job of really mixing up their offense. Hawaii has not got a good beat on where he's going to set the ball.
Nygaard. Wilton. And they go to Scott.
Fantastic pass from Aaron Wilton here. Real tough serve. Nice set by Eric Paschel. Nice kill on the outside.
Here comes UCLA yet another time. Noonan. But he pumps that one long. That's a point for the Bows. And again, the Bows trail by 3.
UCLA already has 8 hitting errors in this game, which is quite a bit.
Spiro blocked that time. So the rainbow block that was so prevalent last night against LMU manifests itself here against UCLA.
We see Jason get over the net and just all over that ball.
Rainbows trail by 2, 8-6 UCLA. Noonan able to get it down in front of Leone. So Noonan now will serve to UCLA. UCLA up by 2 in game 1. Bichelle, that time it worked. Maybe not the way they really wanted it, but it worked as Jason Olive able to just get it in.
Not the perfect set, but he did make an intelligent shot with that ball.
I'll tell you one thing, Dieter, they're working on it. 6 serving 8. Scott off of Wong. Nygaard has to save. Wong from the 10-foot line. That's blocked. Good save by Metzger. Spirok goes back to Wong. The block is up. Great save by Leone in the back row. Bichelle to Wilton. That's blocked. Cox gets it back from Bichelle. That's blocked. Leone is there on the save. Bichelle back set. Cox. That's blocked. Saved by Olive. They go to Wilton. That's blocked. Side out UCLA.
Fantastic rally. The fans of Hawaii can't ask for anything more than what they just had in this rally here. Both sides playing great defense. Wilton goes up, takes a good swing with the ball blocked back into him.
8 serving 6. Bichelle right at the net for Olive. That's blocked by Spirall. Rainbow's too predictable there. Spirall was up and waiting for the ambush. Timeout is called by Wilton, and the Rainbows now trail by 3 here in the first game. In 1994, only 3 were against unranked teams. 9 matches against the top 5, 7 matches against the next 5, and then 9 matches against 11 to 15. Only 3 matches last year were unranked. Rainbows ended up 14-14 for 94. Here in game 1 against top-ranked UCLA, the Bows trailed 9-6 in the first game. There's Hugh Yoshida, the athletics director here at the University of Hawaii, looking on. Kevin Wong, the jump serve. Leone to Bichelle, to Olive, but that'll be returned by UCLA. Nygaard, but he hits that ball long.
UCLA again struggling a little on their hitting with their 10th hitting error. It was only 1 block by Hawaii.
Jason Olive serving. Wong bumps it. Noonan, that's blocked by Cox. Bichelle back set for Cox, and that is out.
Jump back set by Eric Bichelle just down the line. Tad bit wide. Good call by the linesman.
Serving will be Spiro. Wilton bumps it. Gets it back. And that'll be returned by UCLA. Nygaard, Bichelle, good save. Scott hits it long. That is a point for UCLA. And it is now 10-6. UCLA by 4 here in game 1. UCLA is blocked very well. They have taken the brunt of the rainbow attack. They lead by 4. Bichelle to Cox. Off the block again. Noonan will go to Sullivan with the touch. Sullivan able to get it off one of the rainbows, and it falls to the floor. And that's a point for UCLA. They now lead at 11-6 in game 1. Spiro serving. Little touch by Leone. And Metzger timing that spike very well. It is 12-6 UCLA, and the Rainbows are reeling, and they need another timeout. UCLA has reached out, and they are now dominating this game as they have been able to literally run away to a controlling lead from the struggling Bows. And it's the UCLA block that is giving the Rainbows much trouble here in game number 1.
They're making it awfully difficult on Eric Bichelle. He seems to be struggling, not connecting well with his hitters, trying to decide what is going to work against this big UCLA block.
Two coaches looking on. Mike Wilton in his third year, Al Skate in his 33rd year at UCLA. Spiraw serving. Michelle, quick set to Leone. And Leone with that very expressive face. As he puts it down, the eyebrows working, looking through the net.
Leone makes a great hit off a ball that was set a little too low.
Michelle, as you mentioned, having a bit of trouble setting consistently for the Rainbows here in game number 1. Kotz will serve. Yuval Kotz, jump serve. Metzger tries to dink. That goes off Leone. Side out UCLA. And an excellent pickup of that left-handed jump serve by Kevin Wong of UCLA. He got it right to Metzger. And now Metzger will serve for the Bruins. Jump serve just over the tape. Michelle back set. Kotz off the block. There's Wong off the block and down. Michelle and Leone.
Leone makes a nice read, gets over outside, over the net. Him and Eric Pichel roof on this block.
6 serving 12. Wilton. Metzger again to Noonan. Off the block. Leone and Pichel again.
I think Metzger didn't think that they'd be able to do it twice in a row. He makes a nice jump set outside, but again we have Leone and Pichel up and over on that block.
7 serving 12. Metzger this time goes to Sullivan, and Sullivan hits it wide.
Big break for Hawaii. Big break. Leone this time makes a wrong read, goes the other way. Scott's out there one-on-one, and the ball's hit just wide.
Rainbows now trail by 4. Metzger right at the net. Noonan, that's blocked by Pichel, and just wide.
Pichel was there. He really wanted that. He was over the net. The ball just out of bounds.
Sullivan. Eric Sullivan serving. Pichel will go to Kotz. Sullivan saving on the back line. Gets it back from Metzger. The little touch, but there is Kotz. Pichel. Down the middle comes Olive. He gets it over. UCLA now with the advantage. Metzger will go to Noonan. Double block. Rainbow save. Olive and Kotz. Metzger to Nygaard, and Nygaard hammers it down. UCLA with so many weapons. If not Noonan, if not Nygaard, it's Spiraw or Sullivan or even Metzger.
And Wong at 6'7".
And Wong, yes.
Always a threat. Hawaii playing some really good defense, just not enough right now to catch up with Hawaii. But they're playing hard. If they continue to play this way, UCLA will break down.
UCLA closing in on the first game here. They lead 13-8 over the Rainbows. The Rainbows have succeeded not as much as they would like, especially in the blocks, the way they succeeded last night against LMU. UCLA is a different species. Sullivan just over the net. Scott, that's blocked but out. That'll go up in the stand. So side out for the Rainbows. And Leone will serve. Leone on academic leave from the Israeli army. Long to Metzger, gets it back from Metzger. Off of Kotz. Oh, great save by Kotz. Gets it back. Kotz is in. Went off of Wong.
Such a break for Kotz. He is playing tremendous back row defense. Nice of Pichel to give him a chance to set the ball back. He sets a little high, still takes a good swing on the ball.
9 serving 13, Leone. Into the net. So UCLA wings the side back, and Nygaard will serve for the Bruins. Nygaard in the net.
Another break for Hawaii. Hopefully they'll step in and capitalize on these UCLA errors.
Pichel now will serve for the Bows. Sullivan, bad pass. Rainbows, good block. Let's see. Whistle blows. What do they call? Side out UCLA.
They called Hawaii in the net on this play. But it seemed very difficult for Hawaii to be in the net. They're both off the net, as you see, trying to kill the ball. And the UCLA blocker is in the net.
UCLA gets a break on that call. 13 serving 9. Noonan And that is just hit the tape, apparently. Side out for the Bows. Sean Scott will serve for Hawaii. Sullivan to Metzger. There's the
Oh,
game.
my goodness.
Metzger with the quick peek, knew it was open, and then the dump shot. Side out UCLA
This is
into the
very-
game for UCLA.
Very tough to defend. Metzger goes up, sees there's a hole in the block, pushes the ball down, literally.
Trong Nguyen in the game now, and he will serve. The win from San Gabriel, California. Jump serve. Gets the tape. Side out Rainbow.
UCLA giving Hawaii a lot of breaks. They put Wong back in. He's a great passer. Jason needs to get his serve going now and get some points on this score.
Jason Olive off the tape. Side out UCLA. Goes back and forth here in game one. Spiro serving for the Bruins. Cuts off of Spiro. Side out Hawaii.
Perhaps, Jim, the team that serves the most balls in is the one that's going to win this match.
So Cox will now serve for the Bows, trailing 9-13. Jump serve. Wong to Metzger. Noonan from the 10-foot line, and that's in. Got it down in front of Scott. Side out UCLA. And Metzger now will serve for the Bruins. They lead 13-9 here in game one. Scott to Pichel. Cox from the 10-foot line. And let's see, that is a point for UCLA. And a net violation apparently on Cox.
I think they're calling that he was over that 3-meter line.
Could have been. Metzger serving for game one. Aloha ball for UCLA. Wilton. That is out. That is long. And UCLA captures the first game of this match 15-9. And they do it exactly the way you would expect the number one team to do it. They dominated.
As soon as they get that
Home team tomorrow night for Rainbow Baseball as they host Portland State in a 3-game series. Join Pal Eldridge and me for all the hits in action right here on K5, the home team. Well, UCLA and Al Skates, things very much under control, very businesslike. When you talk to Al Skates, he says, you know, when you look at the statistics, we should have lost the first 2 games of our season. We should have lost last night. I'm not really pleased, but we just keep on winning. He's very nonchalant and very, shall we say, just traipsing along in a walk through the park.
A walk through the park for the last 14 years. And here looking at the stats, we see that Hawaii has only 15 kills while UCLA has 22. Jeff Nygaard has not yet got into this game. He's only had 4 sets, 2 kills. So I'm sure that we'll see UCLA use Jeff Nygaard more.
Nygaard, one of those phenoms. He is considered the #1 collegiate volleyball player in the country, and he has proved it year after year. So now the Rainbows must regroup. They are up against a team that is giving them fits.
Neither team hitting exceptionally well, so we'll see that come along in these games also.
And you wonder whether, after the first game against the #1 team in the nation, the Rainbows, as Cox puts that away with great expertise, you wonder whether Hawaii is a little bit, just a little bit in awe. As they go along, they'll probably play through that. Nicholas Berger has gone in to the front line now for the Rainbows #9. Sullivan, little touch, nobody, no pancake try by Kotz. Got his hand on it, but too late. Didn't have enough power.
Cott's all over the floor on defense, getting a hand on everything.
Metzger with the jump serve. Berger to Pichel. And there, with that timing, and it was perfect that time, is Jason Olive.
Pichel making really smart set here, choosing to set Jason Olive. There's only 1 blocker up. One-on-one hitter should win.
Rainbows need to play tough in game 2. 15-9 in game 1. That was not playing tough for the Bows. Great block by Kotz and Leone, the 2 Israelis. Noonan tries it again, gets it down in front of Olive. And it is side out for UCLA. No score here in the second game.
Hawaii needs to capitalize on Noonan. He had 22 sets in the last game. They're going to him a lot. They're going to have to slow him down.
Kotz, good save. Excellent save by Metzger. Sullivan gets it to Noonan. Advantage now, Rainbows on the free ball. Bad set again. Leone just getting his hand on it. Advantage UCLA. That went off of Pichel from Sullivan.
Hawaii has their work cut out, getting their middles and their setter, their timing down. That'll be the key to the success of this team.
1-0 here in game 2 by UCLA. Pichel short set Leone. Good save by Sullivan. Goes to Noonan. They joust at the net. And let's see, net violation on Noonan. Side out Rainbow. And the crowd, which was very, very vocal in the first game, kind of sitting back now, waiting for the Rainbows to get it together, wondering if they will. Kotz, jump serve. Wong to Metzger, and there is Nygaard, as predicted. Nygaard getting the ball down in front of Kotz.
I think Leone got a little excited on this while he made a good read, saw that Nygaard was going up, touched the net. Nygaard cut the ball back across his body.
Blistering kill shot that time by Nygaard, and he will now jump serve. And that is an ace. One off of Kotz, died right in front of him. 2-0 UCLA. Both starting to look around at each other now. Nygaard again. That's in. That's an ace. That went in between Berger and Scott.
Nygaard has served 2 balls now on each side of Scott. No one on the court now stepping up and taking control.
Nygaard again. Scott to Pichel. Jason Olive from the 10-foot line hits it long. And UCLA on a run. 4-0 UCLA.
Hawaii needs to step up here and regroup. A good pass. What they were doing in the early game is they were passing well. They need a pass and side out here.
Nygaard to Berger. Pichel short set for Leone, but waiting was Spiro. And quickly it is 5-0 UCLA. And Mike Wilton needs another answer. He needs to go to plan B. The Rainbows have been torched. It is 5-0. Nygaard to serve again. Rainbows trying to take away the momentum. Berger, bad pass. Pichel, they save it as Kotz gets it over. Big advantage now, UCLA. Metzger short set, Spiro. Great save by Kotz. Berger gets it over. Berger again.
Nice net play by Berger at that time, just making a good read on the ball and being able to place the ball down. A much needed side out for Hawaii.
So Berger will serve now for the Rainbows. That's what he did last night. Nicholas Berger in the game for Aaron Wilton for the Rainbows. Front line for the Rainbows, Pichel in the middle, Leone and Scott. Sullivan to Metzger, and then there's Spiro. Side out UCLA. The window of opportunity for the Rainbows that time opened only slightly and then was closed quickly. Noonan serving now for the Bruins. Pichel to Olive. And Olive is roofed. Spiro there. Metzger also.
Pichel has 2 people up. Ball blocked back on Jason.
6-0 UCLA. And Noonan's serve was long. So it is side out for the Rainbows. Leone will serve now for Hawaii, who have yet to register a point in game 2 and have lost the first game 15-9. Metzger. Wong. Remember that window of opportunity? It was slightly ajar that time.
UCLA showing why they dominate, why they're #1.
Kevin Wong jump serve. Scott to Pichel. Again, miss hit. Advantage UCLA. That went off of Leone from Nygaard. That is a point. It is 7-0 in the second game. Rick Toon comes into the game and comes in for Jason Olive. Toon is out of Punahou.
Right now, Mike Wilton's trying to find any combination on this team that wants to play. They're not playing up to their potential at all.
Michelle saves it. And getting the ball down, amazingly, was Cotton. Well, UCLA had a triple block up that time, and he still was able to get the ball down. So Pichelle now will serve. 0 serving 7. There's Metzger. Leone gets it across. Metzger, they joust at the net, and that time Scott wins it.
That was a nice read by Sean Scott on that ball. Metzger was going to dump this ball, but he goes to push it, and Scott's there to reject it.
1 serving 7, first point of the second game. Good double block by the Rainbows. Noonan goes cross court. Sullivan, Toon, along with Pop.
Wilton making a smart sub in here. He put in the bigger Kevin Wong, who's doing a good job getting outside blocking. Blocking is what Hawaii does to keep them in games.
Timeout by UCLA. Rainbows come back. 2 brilliant blocks by the Rainbows, and they register their first 2 points of the second game. They've got a long way to go. Berger, Scott, Toon, Kotz, Pichelle, and Leone. And UCLA with Metzger, Spirall, Wong, Sullivan, Nygaard, and Noonan. That's off of Wong, and a great save in the alleyway. Spirall gets it across. Rainbows with the advantage. Scott. And that is wide, and it is side out for UCLA. What a save.
That was
an incredible save.
Phenomenal. I think Hawaii tried to come back and capitalize that and got a little too excited.
Spirall serving for UCLA. Toon.
That's very exciting to see. Last night, Toon had a hard time connecting with Pichelle. His first swing tonight, perfect set for Pichelle, a kill for Toon.
Scott serving for the Rainbows here in game number 2. Wong to Metzger. Great save by Leone. Back set, Kotz. Point for the Rainbows. And they trail by 1.
This is the Hawaii team that we saw last night, picking up all kind of balls, playing hard throughout the whole rally.
What a comeback. What a comeback. Sullivan. Sullivan hitting the floor in front of Pichelle. And UCLA will make a change here. Number 10 for UCLA, Paul Ni'ipale, sophomore out of Yorba Linda, California. 6-7 into the game now. Metzger with the jump serve for UCLA. Pushes it to Berger. Pichelle to Kotz.
Kotz can hit with the best of them. They put in a bigger block out here by adding Ni'ipale, but Kotz is still able to go up and cut the ball around this block.
Rick Toon serving now for the Rainbows. They wipe up the perspiration skates. Goes to the sideline to shout instructions to his players. Rainbows again looking to tie here in game 2. What a comeback. What a comeback. Ni'ipale. Toon is there. Toon to Pichelle. Berger over the triple block. Is it off the block? It is, and this game is tied.
It's interesting, Jim. Skates has already used 2 timeouts. Hawaii's back in this game. It's 7-all, and he has no timeouts left. They're going to have to play it all the way through this and use every kind of tactic they can to get Hawaii to break this rhythm.
Game 2 starts again. We are even at 7. Metzger to Nygaard. Blocked. Leone was there, but the ball floated long. Side out UCLA. What a comeback. The Rainbows were down 7-0. They were getting torched. And they returned the favor to UCLA, and we are even at 7. That's unbelievable.
Wilton made 2 incredible subs, never knowing what exactly you're going to get out of your subs, as they've come in and performed great, Toon and Berger.
So Sullivan will serve now. Berger to Pichelle. Back to Berger down the middle off of Sullivan. Leone, great save by Metzger. Ni'ipale goes to the other side to Wong, and he's blocked by Kotz. Side out throw.
UCLA thought that they had tooled that ball off the block, but the referee calls that the ball never cleared the net. Big break for Hawaii here. They have this opportunity to jump ahead.
Yuval Kotz jump serve. That's an ace.
This
Off
is an
of Wong.
incredible serve. Bounces off of Wong's chest. The ball hits the ground. UCLA wants to say that he got the ball up, but he didn't. Fantastic serve.
Rainbows lead 8-7. This is phenomenal.
Skates taking out his best passer in Kevin Wong and putting in a back row specialist.
Matt Taylor, number 12, has come into the game now for UCLA, replacing Wong.
Left front, at 4 feet is left back, look who's behind who.
Rainbow's complaining about the rotation. Cox jump serve into the net, side out UCLA. And I say it again, what a comeback. Rainbows appeared to arrive at the arena a little late. Nygaard to Berger. Pichel from the 10-foot line. Cox, that'll be returned. Metzger back set. Nygaard, Berger, and Leone. That goes off of the block, and that is side out Rainbow.
Leone has really got it going now in his blocking. He started out hidden and wasn't blocking too well, but he's really come along. And this is really turning this game around. It's exciting to watch the Bows play like this.
Leone is just, I mean, he's alive. He's lit. Berger serving. Bad pass. Pichel goes cross court. Scott. That's out. Point Rainbow. They lead by 2.
For a minute there, it looked like Hawaii was going to let that ball drop between them. Leone makes a great save, and Scott is able to make a good swing on the ball.
Berger serving. Sullivan to Metzger. Ni'ipale puts it down. Oh, Ni'ipale. That was a blister shot.
You have to give UCLA those good hits. They're going to do that from time to time.
7 serving 9. Rainbows had scored 9 straight after being behind 7-0. Metzger back set. Nygaard just gets it across. Advantage now, Rainbows. Scott into the net. Scott did not get a good swing at that.
Katzman gave Pichel a good free ball. He set the ball off the net. Scott was not able to take a good swing. Hawaii is still in this game.
9-8. Rainbows lead. Cox. Point for UCLA.
He called Kotz as being over that 3-meter line again. Kotz's foot is just barely on. You cannot touch that line at all.
Ni'ipale serving. Cox. And he went over the line again.
Again, Kotz's right foot is on that line. He's got to take off behind the 10-foot line. Through the back set, Kotz's right foot just on the line. That is a violation.
And UCLA now has assumed the lead 10-9. And those were good calls. Good calls by Randy Shaw because he had the angle. He was up on the pedestal and he's looking right down at that line. And twice, Kotz has violated the 3-meter or the 10-foot line.
They have got to not let UCLA get back their momentum. It's a big break for UCLA, not having any timeouts now. Wilton is forced to call a timeout. They're able to regroup themselves back.
Can Al Skates make any more changes?
He can sub. I don't know the number of substitutions that he's used. He has up to 12. He can use 3 in one position. So he can change as much as he wants. He's just not able to call any more timeouts.
10-9 UCLA here during this timeout period. Al Skates, as we said, a very nonchalant type of coach. I mean, he does not get rattled. He does not show his emotion. He has been there before. He's been able to win 14 national championships. He still teaches school. He teaches 8 classes a day. And then he coaches UCLA volleyball part-time. So Skates has seen it all. He has been there. He has been to the pinnacle, and he stayed at the pinnacle for a long time. He is used to being on top. This kind of run by the Bows may, for the present, upset his team, but it certainly will not upset Al Skates.
He will bounce back.
Niipali now serving for UCLA. They lead 10-9 game 2. A distinctly different game than the first game. Good save in the back row that time by Sullivan. Nygaard, however, hits it long. Nygaard is very moody when he plays.
Nygaard is not having the best hitting night, only hitting 200 with 5 kills out of 10 attempts.
Leone serving for the Rainbows. They trail 10-9. Niipali, that sails long. That is a point for the Rainbows, and we are tied at 10 in game 2.
UCLA's 23rd hitting error. These numbers are not normal for UCLA, only hitting 120 at this time.
Wong comes back into the game. Wong replacing Matt Taylor. So Leone serving again. We're tied at 10. Wong to Metzger. Niipali. So Niipali of UCLA.
Niipali coming out of the back row. That 3-meter line, he's behind it, able to put the ball straight down from the back.
So Wong will now serve. And he will jump serve for UCLA. Berger to Pichel. Pichel tried the dump. Berger tried the save. That's a point for UCLA. 11-10. Every serve, every pass, every kill shot important now as we're in the real prime moments of this second game. Wong again. Berger to Pichel. Bumps it. Leone gets it across. Free ball for UCLA. Nygaard off of Leone.
This UCLA team is fired up. They're not going to let this Hawaii team come back and beat them.
12-10. UCLA. Jason Olive ready to come back in the game. Olive comes in for Rick Toon. Toon played very well while he was in there.
Toon helped bring this team back into this game.
Another jump serve for Wong. Berger to Pichel. To Olive.
Mike Wilton's subs have worked out perfectly for him every time that he's made one.
Pichel will serve. He was serving when the Rainbows went on their run. Metzger goes cross court. Nygaard. Nygaard took something off that time. And that really shook up the Rainbow defense. Nygaard was able to get the ball down just inside the back line.
Looks like Hawaii's defense was a little mixed up on that play.
So Nguyen comes back into the game, number 7 for UCLA. And he will jump serve. Pichel goes to Scott. That's blocked. Pichel back set for Scott. That's blocked. Nygaard and Sullivan. 13-10 UCLA.
Pichel has been going to the same people twice in a row for some reason, and it's not working for him.
Cox.
Cox has to be one of the best right now in the country. He's hitting over this UCLA block like they're not even there. He is playing incredible.
Cox with 8 kills now for the Rainbows. Wong to Metzger. Nygaard is blocked by Olive. Sullivan, little touch. Cox, Nygaard. Scott tried to save, but the ball goes up in the seats. Side out UCLA. So Metzger will serve for UCLA. Stein Metzger. 13 serving 10 in game 2. Pichel will try Berger. That's off the block. Leone is there. Bumps it to Pichel. Katz. That's blocked but out. Niipali and Nygaard were up for UCLA, but the ball went wide. And Jason Olive now will serve for the Bows. Sullivan with the save. Great catch by Petra Collins. You still got it.
Saved your life.
Thank you very much. 13-11. Olive wants to keep it going. Metzger to Niipali. Since Niipali has come in, that has added to the repertoire of UCLA's kill shots.
Back set by quick set by Metz. Snead Polly just goes up and pounds the ball straight on.
Berger as is roofed, and we have a net violation on the Bows. Aloha ball for game 2 for UCLA. They've been able to come back. Sullivan, another lollipop serve. Cox off of Snead Polly, went cross court in front of the block put up by Wong and Nygaard. 11 serving 14. The Rainbows can afford no more mistakes. Jump serve by Kotz. Snead Polly with the touch off of Leone. Great save by Pichel. Saved by Stone. And the ball is across by Kotz. Big play right here. Wong. That's saved by Olive. Pichel to Kotz. And he is roofed. And that is game 2. Wong up there with Nygaard. And that is tough. Wait a minute.
That was a side out.
It's a side out. Excuse me. Only a side out. Getting ahead of myself.
Hawaii making a great rally in that, and unfortunately, UCLA making a good block to end that for a side out.
Nygaard serving. Bad pass. Save. Pichel gets it across. Advantage now UCLA. Metzger setting Wong. And that's in. Little touch by Wong over the rainbow block. And now it's over. That's game 2. 15-11. But the Rainbows made a run. They were down 7-0. They came back to lead by 2 at 9-7, only to lose the lead and ultimately to lose game 2. Now, UCLA is thinking sweep, and the Rainbows have to win the next 3 in order to pull it out. Not impossible, but very tough. Match sketch and blocks. UCLA with 11, Hawaii with 9. Noonan of UCLA with 12 kills. Potts of Hawaii with 10 kills. But the big factor here is that UCLA now leads 2 games to none. 15-9, 15-11. Back with game 3 in a moment. GTE Hawaiian Tel continues its commitment to the University of Hawaii General Scholarship Fund by honoring a player from each team in tonight's match. GTE Hawaiian Tel beyond the call. Outskates his team up 2 games to none over what could be called an upstart Hawaii team, even though Hawaii is rated in the top 10. Hawaii comes into this tournament rated number 7, UCLA number 1.
Showing that they are a formidable team. It would be excellent if they'll go in and take a game off of UCLA right now.
Chris McLaughlin likes to say Hawaii is a team you just love to watch, and that is true.
They have been very exciting, making some great digs, as well as UCLA chasing a lot of balls down. That always makes the game of volleyball exciting when people give that extra percent.
Eric Pichel will serve to begin game number 3, and he serves it out. Not a good beginning for the Bows. The Bows against the Bruins, and the Bruins lead 2 games to none. Metzger will serve. Pichel on that bad pass from Scott. That's a point for UCLA. They don't waste any time in game number 3.
This is how Hawaii fell at the end of that last game. Passing broke down. They've got to get their passing back.
Bad pass again. Kotz runs into an errant ball on the sideline.
That's unfortunate.
And they'll play that over again. Metzger serving. Pichel to Olive. That went off of Metzger. Or did it? No, they say no. That's a point for UCLA, 2. But it might have touched Metzger that time. Kotz blocked, and that one goes out. Sullivan thought that he could have made a better shot. Berger serving for the Bows here in game 3. Metzger to Nygaard. Kotz was up there with Nygaard, reached back, got his hand on it, but it went out.
Kotz made a good read and was able to drop that left hand, was not able to turn the ball back into the court.
Berger bumps it to Fischel. Kotz saves it. Berger saves it. Knee Polly. Olive on the save. Olive again. Metzger to Nygaard. Miss hit. Fischel to Olive. Goes cross court. Kotz. Double block. Knee Polly and Nygaard. UCLA seems to be up everywhere the Rainbows go.
UCLA really controlling the net at this time. Their block is huge up there right now. 2 6-7s and a 6-8. They get both of those up out there.
Good leaping save that time by Metzger. Wong gets it across. Free ball now for the Rainbows. Fischel back set. Kotz. That's off the block by Nygaard. Goes to Scott. To Fischel. Back to Scott. And that goes off Wong. Good hit by Scott.
Scott with a ball set about 10 feet off the net, goes up and takes a nice swing at this ball and hits it into the deep corner on the UCLA side. The ball just a little bit off the net.
So Jason Olive now will serve for the Rainbows. 0 serving 3. Olive with the jump set. Knee Polly. Good pancake dig by Fischel. Kotz gets it across. Leone, returned by Sullivan. Fischel goes to Scott. That's blocked. Saved by Olive. Fischel to Kotz. Off the block. Spirall there. Wong hits it in.
The bump back set there. Wong goes up just deep.
Nygaard with the jump set. Berger to Fischel. To Leone. Leone getting it through the block of Spiraw and Niipoli.
Hawaii's got to go back to spreading out this offense. UCLA is getting a good block on the outside hits at this time. They're going to have to run that middle.
Kotz. And he hits it long. So UCLA with the side out. This is Niipoli. Niipoli from California. He's from Yorba Linda, California, down near San Diego. Metzger to Nygaard off of Berger. Berger with the great save in the back row. Kotz gets it across. Free ball for UCLA. Metzger to Spiraw. Gets it down in front of Leone. That's a point for UCLA. Here we go again. UCLA leads 4-0 in game 3. They ran off 7 straight before the Rainbows caught them in game 2. Kotz, that's in.
Hawaii can't afford to rely on their ability to come back against a team like UCLA. Fischel makes a nice back set. Kotz cuts that with that left hand cross court.
Sean Scott will now serve for the Rainbows. He serves it long. So that window of opportunity keeps shutting for the Rainbows. They've had one tremendous run in this match, and that was in the second game when they ran off 9 in a row. Wong with the jump serve. Kotz to Fischel. He tries to dink, but he tries to put it over a wall that was up. And that's a point for UCLA. They lead 5-0 in game 3. The Rainbows getting torched again. Mike Wilton calling a timeout. So every time Hawaii goes up to another level, UCLA inchworms it up a little bit more. We'll take a break.
A 190 horsepower engine, available 4-wheel drive, 4-wheel anti-lock brakes. Now that's tough. But how to get your hands on that kind of power and control? Well, that's easy. With this tough-to-beat Jeep Cherokee deal from your Jeep and Eagle dealer, get a Cherokee Sport and get an easy $500 in option package values. But hurry in today, because a deal this great won't always come easy. And if you miss it, tough.
See your Hawaii Jeep and Eagle dealer.
Fire up the set for hot new comedy.
Let the games begin.
Platypus Man and Pigsty.
Monday night on K5, the home team.
On the next coach.
Can you imagine a life like that?
He's a daughter's dream.
You feel like you were living every minute on the edge.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I lived with your mother.
He's a father's nightmare.
This guy's been around the world. If he's been around the world, that means he's been around the block.
And he's Kelly's date.
I am so going out with him. I'll go to bed with him if I want.
The next coach.
Tonight at 10 on Hawaii's home team channel.
AT&T Top 25 in basketball. UCLA continues their winning ways in basketball. 77-74 over Stanford in a Pac-10 game, and other scores coming your way. Here in volleyball, UCLA also continuing their winning ways. They lead it 2-0. They lead it in the third game 5-0. There you see some wax scores. Colorado State over Air Force. And it is Fresno State over Wyoming. Fresno State at home. Utah defeated New Mexico 85-80. And it was BYU at home defeating UTEP 95-89. Wong serving, hits it into the tape. Side out for the Rainbows. So open up that window of opportunity. Rainbows came roaring through it in the second game after being down 7-0. Leone serve. This is Metzger setting for Nygaard. That's off the block. Right there is Leone to Pichel. He goes to Berger, and Spiro rejects it.
Can't say much about that block. There was nowhere for that ball to go but down.
Spiro serving. Jason Olive gets the side back. So Pichel will now serve for the Bows. How do you think Pichel now has done as far as being a setter, Dietrich, now that we're in game number 3?
Still think he's struggling a little, not able to get his team into this offense.
Nygaard pummels Leone with the kill shot. So Metzger now will serve for UCLA. UCLA giving the Rainbows only one time serving before they get that side back. Another missed time. That did not look good at all, but the Rainbows will take it.
Pichel with a jump set with one hand has to save that ball, and Olive punches the ball over through the block.
Berger serving. Metzger. This is Sullivan from the 10-foot line, and he gets roofed by Olive and Scott. That's the first point for the Rainbows here in game 3. Good double block that time by the Bows. Berger serving. But he serves it out. So Sullivan wearing that game face. Sullivan is a very intense competitor. Katz. That's in. Nygaard and Wong. Nygaard at 6'8", Wong at 6'7". 6-1 UCLA. Nygaard roofs Olive. 7-1 UCLA.
Pichel's getting a little predictable here, and the UCLA block is able to set up because they know exactly what he's going to do.
Pichel to Olive. And Olive wins the side back.
Jason working hard here in the middle, getting up, quick set, cuts the ball back around Nygaard.
Jason Olive with the jump serve. Metzger to Nygaard. Good save by Pichel. They go to Scott. And right there.
That ball was set a little tight to Sean Scott, but he was able to cut that ball off the blocker's arms.
Second point of this game for the Rainbows. They trail by 5. 2 serving 7. Wong to Metzger. He goes to Nygaard. Saved by Olive, but that's a free ball for UCLA. Nee Pully hits it over Leone.
Whenever UCLA gets a good pass or a good free ball, most of the time they are able to terminate.
Nygaard, let's see if he jump serves here. He has a lethal jump serve. Cots, bad pass. Wong hammers it home. 8-2 UCLA.
Passing has been the key to Hawaii's problems in this game.
Nygaard's just going to keep pounding away with this jump serve. Into the net. Side out Rainbow. Rainbow's down 2-0. They lost the first game. UCLA really dominated them 15-9. It was a battle in the second game. UCLA winning again 15-11. And a lift called on Metzger, and he knew it.
Back set with one hand is very hard to get off clean. Whether the ball came off clean or not could be argued, but it's just something that you don't do.
Sullivan will argue. Sullivan is probably the All-America whiner.
So he likes to argue.
He loves to argue. He's the team captain, and he's just doing his job, but he whines. Oh, does he whine. That ball in the net. And what could have been will not be for the Rainbows as the side goes back for UCLA. Need Polly serving. Leone battles that ball through the net.
Leone doing a little yelling through the net. He's up for this quick and cuts the ball back to the right side of the block. Still talking.
Leone has fun. He really does. That time, Spiraw. Spiraw's one of those guys that just floats around the periphery, and all of a sudden, boom, he contributes.
You could not notice him out there. Doesn't say much, but does a lot.
Wong with the jump serve. 8 for UCLA, 3 for the Rainbows. Katz with the touch. Good save by Scott. They go cross court to Berger off the block. Need Polly saves. Metzger to Nygaard. Nygaard hits it long.
Nygaard still struggling, but having a better set this game. It's 10 for 22 on the match, hitting 273.
Leone was actually joking with Metzger through the net. That was a bad set that time. Nygaard tried to double-hand it over, and then Need Polly tried to save it. Couldn't do it. That's a point for the Rainbows.
Very tough play. The ball set a little short with Nygaard coming out of the back row. He's not able to get that ball past the block.
Metzger to Spiro. Oh, what a roof that time by Jason Olive. Olive ambushed. I mean, he was up there helicoptering, looking around, and he was able to pound it on the block. So the Rainbows starting to come back again. They trail by 3.
Again.
UCLA calls a timeout. Paradise, starring Melanie Griffith and Don Johnson on the K5 Wednesday night movie. That's next Wednesday. Leone serving for Hawaii. Metzger to Sullivan. Pat's got his hand on it, but the ball floated out of bounds. And that ends the Rainbows' run for the moment. 8 serving 5. Spiro will serve for UCLA.
Olive doing a good job, working hard here. Pichelle makes a nice set, just barrels the ball between the blocks.
Pichelle serving, and that goes out.
This is how Hawaii got back in the game last time, with Pichelle's serve and good blocking at the net.
They now have come back to trail by 2. 6 serving 8. That hits the tape.
Tough break. Pichelle is the best server on Hawaii's team. They need to get points when he's back there at the line.
Metzger serving for UCLA. Scott bumps it to Pichelle. Back set for Berger. That is out. Point for UCLA. They lead at 9-6. Metzger again serving. Pichelle to Jason Olive.
Jason's really working hard there in the middle. Again, they're not connecting as well as they should be, but he's able to make some good plays off of these sets.
6 serving 9. Nicholas Berger, the Austrian, serving for the Rainbows. Nygaard off of Pichelle. Everybody dives for it. What a save! Again, the block, that time by Olive. They go to Nygaard, the touch. There's Pichelle. Cox goes cross court. Scott, long. And somebody got really tangled up. That is Sullivan. That's a point for the Rainbows, a net violation. But the concern here for Sullivan
It's a great dig by Pichelle. Kotz makes a nice set outside. Scott just goes up and pounds the ball, and both of them are close to the net. Hard to tell who came down
really,
on who.
yeah, that didn't show us anything. That replay didn't show us anything. So what we're looking for is what happened to Sullivan. Sullivan apparently slipped, and then in trying to recover, he got tangled up in the net. They called a net violation on him, and it is 7 serving 9. Outskates comes out. He wants an explanation.
Here we see Scott up. He comes down. It looks like Scott and Sullivan bump into each other, and Sullivan twists his ankle.
That's what it was. Okay. Nygaard. Nygaard gets it down. Don't get him mad. Do not get Nygaard mad.
Or Sullivan.
Sullivan may be mad. You're right. He is serving. 9 serving 7. Little lollipop serve. Berger to Pichelle. Quickly to Olive. And Jason gets it down again. Side out for the Rainbow.
Key to this play is a nice pass, but Olive goes up and cutting the ball around these blockers, doing a good job.
Olive with the jump serve. Metzger back set Niipali. That is in. They call that in.
Leone was celebrating like he thought that ball was out. Hard angle for me to tell from here.
So Nygaard now will serve for UCLA. He hits the tape. Side out Rainbow. Boy, when Leone's in the front row, he's grinning. He's making faces at UCLA. Kotz. They go to Nygaard. Good save by Berger, but it comes over by us. Berger at least getting his hand on it.
Hawaii's doing some really interesting things with their blocking, committing on people who they think are going to get the set.
Niipali to Scott to Pichelle. Quick hit by Leone.
That's Leone's 7th kill on the night. He is really doing a good job hitting something that he wasn't able to do last night. He goes up here and cuts the ball again, cross his body.
Scott serving, and that is just out. Just out. Oh, the crowd standing up.
I wouldn't want to be that linesman about now.
Jump serve, Wong. Kotz gives it to Pichelle. Back set, Kotz. Whistle blows.
Again, he's on that 3-meter line and is called for a back row attack.
Side out UCLA. That's the 3rd time Kotz has been called for that. Wong just gets it over. Leone is rejected. Good save by Pichelle. They get it to Berger. Nygaard is there. Metzger for Niipali. That's off of Kotz. And that's a point for UCLA. They lead 10-7. Timeout has been called by Mike Wilton. I don't think Sullivan is right yet. Sullivan's still grimacing as he comes to the side. So our concern for Sullivan of UCLA. Crowd wanted that call on that serve. They didn't get it. Hawaii now down by 4 in game 3 and down in this match 2 games to none.
These calls are crucial at this time because this game could go either way with Hawaii gaining some momentum coming back. A call of one way or the other could really turn this game around.
UCLA must be credited with the way that they have played in this particular game. You see Leone still making faces. But UCLA certainly has established themselves and are playing like the #1 team. As soon as you challenge them, they can take their game to a higher level. And they seem to do it against the Rainbows. When the Rainbows make a run, then UCLA just simply ups their game a bit and is able to run away again.
Again, it's the depth of UCLA's bench with bringing in Niipali for Matt Noonan in this game. In these last 2 sets has been just phenomenal. Niipali's made a big impact in this game.
And that big front line, too, with Wong in there and Nygaard and Niipali. Rainbows have had real difficulty hitting over that line. 11 serving 7 here in game number 3. Jump serve, Kevin Wong. Kotz to Pichelle. To Leone off of Niipali. Saved by Wong. Metzger gets it over. Advantage now Rainbows. Pichelle goes to Leone.
Leone having a real good time out there.
said last night that Leone is so far away from home that if he goes in any direction, he's going home. He can't get any farther away from home. Israel on the direct other side of the globe. Leone serving. Metzger to Nygaard. That is classic, quintessential Nygaard. That's what he does. He comes out of that back, helicopters over that 10-foot line and slams it to the floor.
Jump set here. Nygaard goes up out the back row, but hit like he's hitting from the front row. He jumps so well and so high.
11 serving 7. Nguyen, who is into the game as the server, and he puts everything into every serve.
And
that one was long.
They're keeping him in the pass here.
Pichel will serve. He is the Rainbow's most consistent server tonight. Hit the tape. Hit the tape. Another opportunity goes awry for the Rainbows in this match. UCLA wanting to close in now. Metzger serving. Scott to Pichel. Right there is Niipali. His block, however. So Berger now will serve for the Rainbow. 7 serving 11 here in game number 3. That's in. That's an ace. That is a point for the Bows.
This time it worked in their favor. Berger goes back with a nice serve. That ball falls just on the line. UCLA not back there to make a good judgment.
Berger just over the tape. Excellent serve. Niipali. Great dig in the backcourt by Pichel, but Nygaard gets it. And he puts it away for the side out for UCLA. Now Sullivan will cozy up to that back line. And he will lollipop it over. And quite frankly, that serve has given the Rainbows trouble tonight. Serves it deep. Berger to Pichel. Here's Olive again. Olive gets the side back.
That was a very nice combination with Pichel and Olive that time. With a kind of floating 31 set. Olive able to kill that ball.
So Jason Olive, he will jump serve. That's in. That's off of Sullivan into the safe. Point for the Rainbow. And now they have come back to a 2-point deficit. 9 serving 11.
Jason with a nice jump serve here across court, just kind of spinning out of bounds. It's tough foul to pass.
Olive wants to make a run here. 9 serving 11 in game 3. Nguyen, that could have been long. Long hits, that is long. Point for the Bows. They now trail in game 3 by 1. Al Skates calls a timeout for UCLA.
Serving again the key for Hawaii. Jason coming in with nice jump serves. UCLA not able to get a good pass. They have to throw a ball up anywhere, and Hawaii able to capitalize.
The Kamehameha Band was playing here earlier, but they probably past their bedtime. They're gone.
School night.
You're right. It is a school night, but we want to thank them for coming tonight, and they really entertained this crowd. The Kamehameha School Band.
It's very exciting to see the Hawaii crowd out here to support the Rainbow men's volleyball. With this crowd of almost 3,000, you can't ask for anything more in this nice event center. Oh, to be 10 years younger.
You'd still be. Oh yeah, you'd still be playing.
Okay, 11 years.
but you have been on all levels now. Rainbow Wahine, and then the U.S. Olympic team played professionally in Europe. The best volleyball in the world is where right now? Is it the Olympics? Has to be the Olympics?
Oh yeah, with countries like Cuba, China, Russia, always sending the best that they have. The international level is something that you can never even fathom. Jeff Nygaard getting a chance to play this summer with the men's Olympic team starting for them.
11-10. Rainbows serving, looking to tie game number 3. Metzger getting back to the court just a bit late. Jump serve. That's in. Wong is there. Metzger will go to Niipali, and that is in. Side out UCLA. Now this is an example of how the Rainbows have come back and have gotten close to UCLA. We'll see whether the Bruins now pull away. Nygaard will no doubt go to his jump serve. Michelle, great save. Wong from the side. Sullivan gets it over. Rainbows with the advantage now. Leone back set for Scott. That is out. Side out Rainbow.
It almost looked like that ball was not going to clear the net that time. The ball went up, but it happened to touch the block on its way off the net and up into the air. So Hawaii was able to get the side out.
Spiro has returned to the lineup to replace his Nguyen for UCLA. And serving for the Rainbows will be Kotz. Yuval Kotz. He will jump serve. 10 serving 11 and into the net, side out UCLA.
Hawaii's best servers really struggling this game in Casa Pichel.
That's long by Ni'ipali. So Ni'ipali hitting that ball long. And Sean Scott now serving for the Rainbows. Down the line, there's Sullivan. Metzger goes to Ni'ipali from the 10-foot line. Good save by Olive. Berger with the touch. Saved by Ni'ipali. Down the middle, Nygaard with the touch. Into the net. Point for the Rainbows, and we are tied at 11. Another comeback. Scott serving for the lead in game 3. Metzger, Ni'ipali. Kotz there. Leone trying to off balance, hit the ball over, but it floated out of bounds. We are even in game 3. The Bows have come back to tie it at 11. UCLA thinking sweep. Rainbows, remember, on their home floor. Wong with the jump serve. Berger to Pichel to Leone. That's blocked by Spiroff. Spiroff to Metzger. Back to Spiroff. There's Berger. Berger gets it back. And his shot is long. That is a point for UCLA and a mistake for the Bows. Berger puts his face in his hand.
Berger's really struggling tonight. He's only 2 for 13, hitting a negative 154.
Wong into the net. Side out Bow. Leone will serve for Hawaii. 11 serving 12. Metzger, net violation.
Jason just got a little excited on that overset, went to hit it a little bit too hard and brought his hand down on the net.
So net violation on Olive, side out for UCLA. Spiroff serving for UCLA. Blocked. A roof. Nygaard roofing Olive. 13-11 UCLA. Spiroff again to serve for the Bruins. Scott bumps it to Pichel. Blocked by Nygaard, but the ball goes out of bounds. .11 serving 13. You see, the Rainbows came back. They tied it at 11. Now UCLA inched away. They lead it by 2. That ball is long by Pichel. So Metzger will serve now for UCLA. Berger to Pichel. They will go to Kotz. Cross court. There's Sullivan. Saved by Metzger. Brilliant save. Advantage now Rainbow. Olive. Now ball goes out of bounds. It will be side out for the Rainbow.
It was a great save by Pichel. That ball was going over the net. He was able to bring that ball back as Jason is up and hits that ball between the net and the block.
So Berger now will serve. 11 serving 13. The Rainbows looking to take it to a 4th game. Extend the match as long as possible. Nygaard. They battle at the net. Great save by Leone. Scott gets it across. And Metzger hits it out of bounds. Point for the Bows. 13-12. What a save by Pichel. Pichel took the full brunt of that hit.
That was a hard hit.
Berger serving. Bad hit by Wong. It's tied at 13. Olive looking to pull it out now, looking to take the lead. Berger serving for Hawaii. Metzger, Nygaard, it's wide. Rainbow's lead, 14-13.
Chase has his second team up, warming up now.
Crowd standing. Berger. Metzger. Sullivan gets it down. Rainbows 14, UCLA 13 here in game 3. Sullivan to serve for the Bruins. Rainbows want that side back. Scott. Ruth by Nygaard. Point for UCLA. Tied at 14 after win by 2. Off the block, that'll be returned Sullivan to Metzger. Back set knee Pully off the block. Great save by Leone, but advantage UCLA. Metzger, knee Pully. He's Ruth! Ruth by Olive.
Knee Pully goes up here, takes a big swing, but Scott is all over that ball. Fantastic block by Hawaii.
I said Olive, it was Scott. Scott and Olive went up. And Scott got the block. Olive on the serve. Metzger. Nygaard. Nygaard using his height that time to spot the open floor. Flat out UCLA. Still tied at 14 in game 3. UCLA leads 2 games to none over the Rainbows. But the Rainbows do not want to go quietly into the night. Nygaard with that jump serve. Leone. Good save by Metzger. Knee Pully goes to Wong just across. Pancake kick by Pichel. Scott gets it across. Nygaard at the net to Metzger. The spear off. Great save by Pichel. Hit by Koch. Save by Metzger and out.
That's a fantastic rally by Hawaii. They are just getting their hands on everything. Everybody is in this game playing hard. Hawaii will not die.
Rick Toon getting ready to come back into the game for the Rainbows.
This is an interesting sub. They're putting Rick Toon in for the setter. They're putting their biggest block possible. Right now, they're just going to have to set a ball high outside because they don't have a setter in the game, but they are in to block.
Hot serving. UCLA looking to get the side back. They go to Wong, and it is side out UCLA. Net violation.
That's unfortunate because Jason Olive made a great dig back there. Toon's back out of the game. He was in there just for that one play, 2 block.
Still tied at 14. Nia Pully serving for UCLA. Scott to Pichel. They go to Leone. Sullivan will work it to Metzger. Nygaard gets it across, advantage Rainbows. Pichel to Leone. That's blocked. Saved by Olive, but it goes out. Point UCLA. They lead at 15-14, and they are serving for the match.
That was a big chance for Hawaii.
Nia Pully serving. Pichel ready for the set. Back set. Cox! And that's it. Cox gets Ruth, and UCLA wins it. They sweep the Rainbows. But in the third game, the Rainbows make a statement. The Rainbows say, aha, you may win in straight sets. You deserve to be number 1, that is for sure. But as we go through this season and we get down toward the end, we're going to challenge. And I think you have to take that from this game. 16-14 UCLA. What a match. Players who went beyond the call are Stein Metzger from UCLA and Siobhan Leone from the University of Hawaii. GTE Hawaiian Tel is pleased to contribute to the General Scholarship Fund of the University of Hawaii. GTE Hawaiian Tel beyond the call. Take a look now at the all-tournament team. Ivan Contreras from Penn State, Ed Josephowski from Penn State, Kevin Wong and Stein Metzger from UCLA, Yuval Kotz and Jason Olive from Hawaii, and the most valuable player, Jeff Nygaard from UCLA. Nygaard has to be considered for the most valuable player because when they need him, he is there. I mean, he is there when they need to get that extra boost. So Nygaard, the most valuable player of the tournament. You agree?
After this match, I think Metzger, in my opinion, is the most valuable. He runs this team. He gets the most out of what he has on that team. Nygaard not having a great match. He hit 242 on the night, 16 for 33, which is good, but he averages a lot more than that. So he didn't play to his full potential.
What about this University of Hawaii team now? What do you see for them going down the season?
I see nothing but good things. I think as time goes on, Pichel and his hitters their timing will become down. He's young, new here to Hawaii, has to get to know his players. I think that's going to be a key. Leone, Rick Toon, and Jason Olive in the middle are going to open it up for Kotz on the outside, and that's going to give Hawaii a whole new look. Teams aren't going to know how to handle them. Right now, they're kind of one-dimensional, and UCLA was able to stop them in some ways, but I think later on down the road, UCLA is going to have to think hard before they play Hawaii again.
Pleasure working with you, Deetra. Good to see you again, and welcome back to the University of Hawaii. I know you're working on your degree.
It's good to be here, and it's always fun to be a part of volleyball in Hawaii.
Coming up next is the Comedy Classic Mash. That will be followed by some football fun on Coach. Then tomorrow, join the home team for Rainbow Baseball as they take on Portland State in a 3-game series. With the final score, UCLA winning over the University of Hawaii 15-9, 15-11, 16-14. This has been another live sports presentation of KFAR. The home team. Ma lama pono.